So, I celebrated my 31st birthday in Maui. Yeah!
Whoa, what the
Fucking freezing.
Damn, I'm coming in hot. You wanna sit with me? Come on. There we go. She likes to stare over the balcony. I treated this birthday like a New Year's resolution. I wasn't gonna let another year pass without trying the one thing I've wanted to do for about 10 years now. Vlog. So I schlepped all of my equipment with me for a 6.5-hour trip across the ocean. I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to capture, but I wanted to let the trip unfold organically as much as possible because I wasn't alone. I had my beautiful wife, Lauren, with me, and my brother-in-law, Devin. Did you just dab sneeze?
Yeah, sure did.
We packed so many things into a 5-day trip, so in honor of my old age, I'm gonna break it down into my top 3 things that we did and my number 1 takeaway. First up, we got ziplining. If I remember correctly, this was Lauren's choice for an excursion. She found this place called Jungle Zipline. This place had a series of 8 different zip lines that literally ran through the jungle. It's one thing to do regular ziplining, and it's a whole other thing when your guide is encouraging you or challenging you to do different types of tricks and trust falls and hanging upside down. Here we go. Woo! Yes! Alright, can we rate
Your experience.
Yeah.
Jungle Zipline Maui, 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Agreed.
adrenaline rush. It was fun. The jungle was amazing, and the tour guides were awesome. I liked the people. Yeah,
liked
they
the
were
tour
super
guides.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 out of 10.
Good pick.
Thank you.
Next on my list was watching sunset on Mount Haleakala. It took us about 2 hours total to make it up to the summit, and that's mainly because we wanted to stop at different checkpoints to appreciate the view. Here's a little fun fact. Mount Haleakala is actually the largest dormant volcano in the world. This thing sits at about 10,000 feet above sea level, but about 18,000 feet of it is actually below sea level, so in total it's 28,000 feet tall. So if it were a mountain, it would be the 3rd tallest mountain in the world.
I'm fucking freezing. What? We're at the top of Mount Haleakala, and it's dropped like at least 25 degrees, right? Yeah, it was like 85, now it's 55. Yeah. Wait, that's 30 degrees. It's really cold, and I didn't get enough layers, but it's beautiful right above the clouds. And we're gonna stargaze and watch the sunset in the other order. We're gonna watch the sunset and then stargaze.
Some honorable mentions before we get to my number 1 top activity was actually an excursion that I chose to do, riding slingshots. just a three-wheeled motorcycle. It looked super awesome, and it was actually a lot of fun to ride around it.
All right, Devin! Jesus Christ! Oh my God! All right.
They be asking me where'd you get that? Passing vibe checks, cause I'm a vibe, yes. I'm so fly, I got them so pressed, yeah. Face card pinning.
Another honorable mention was snorkeling. And actually, this was my favorite excursion that we did. It didn't make it into my top 3 list, mainly because the days that we were there, it was actually super windy, and all of the locals were saying that it was a really bad time to go snorkeling. But we wanted to try it anyway. And don't get me wrong, we got to see a bunch of fish. We even got to swim with some sea turtles. But I got absolutely wrecked by the waves, more than once. So my top activity that we got to do was drive the road to Hana. For those who have driven up the Pacific Coast Highway from California to Washington, this is Maui's version.
I get the remedy for this stress, double cups and shy. See this night I choose to forget my trouble.
I proved on this trip that putting myself out there wasn't actually as scary as I was thinking it was going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe a lot of it has to do with timing. Maybe I'm in a place in my life, finally, where sticking with this goal isn't as daunting as it once was. I'd say that's my number 1 takeaway from this trip. I finally showed up for something that I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. And I'm gonna keep going.
I make sure I just let my light shine more. Anything when it feel like this, I remind myself about this time. Big time, we jamming up. She we dey look for happiness. Make me dey feel okay. Make me not go that way long. Say we gon' feel amazing. Say we gon' feel okay.
Yeah. In there, I'm glad you didn't jump. That and whatever that thing is crazy.